Guys, I think you broke me. The
Hey, what's going on, everybody? From First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Mila Kunis. She's a Golden Globe-nominated actress whose decades in Hollywood include legacy TV shows Family Guy and That 70s Show, as well as award-winning films like Black Swan and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Her latest, though, are the animated series Gimmicks and Stoner Cats, which were successfully funded by NFTs and accessible to token holders. Mila Kunis, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I just realized that the one that I said I have at home is yours.
Yeah, right. You probably have
I didn't even realize. I think you must have brought it home, and then I was like, wait, I have the hot ones.
So you have like a little bit of a foundational experience with the show. What's going through your head? How are you with spicy food before we dig in here?
I feel like I made a mistake by saying yes to this. I do enjoy your show. I think it's really funny. I love watching people on it. I didn't think that I was ever gonna do it. My husband did it. I had FOMO. But then today I was like, oh no, I have a really low tolerance for spicy food. So my fear is by the time we get 3 in, I'll be crying. This is my literal feel in all of, maybe 4 in, because I know I can do this one, 4 in.
Well, there's no turning back now. Are you ready to get started?
No. Okay. You go first.
Okay.
That's so spicy. Okay. That's fine, but it's spicy.
So I want to start by unpackaging your latest project, Stoner Cats and Gimmicks, because the idea of distributing and creating a show using blockchain technology is kind of mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
How would you explain the model of connecting an audience to a TV show through NFTs to a dope like me?
I know it's really bizarre, and I myself have only been in it for maybe about a year. Stoner Cats, we couldn't get made for the way that we wanted it, for the amount of money that it costs to make. The animators come out of Pixar, the director's out of Pixar. It's a beautiful handmade animation, and it was impossible to get made in the industry as a show. Content-wise, it's also very R-rated, and I don't know where it would go. I became a fan of the crypto community through my husband, because he's been a part of it for so many years, and that's kind of how I learned about it. And I was like, well, maybe they'll embrace this absurd idea. So Gimmicks, for instance, is on a turnaround of every 2 weeks, and every episode will end on a cliffhanger. It's choose your own adventure, and our community that owns the NFTs will be able to dictate where the show goes at the end of every episode. And that we never would have been able to do in, like at Netflix's or any streamers or broadcasts, traditional television. Okay. That's spicy.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's like, all right, no, that's fine. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, it's okay. How much of it am I supposed to eat? I don't want to be like a big baby.
Right.
And I don't want people to be mad at me at the end of this. So like, tell me, do I take more than 1 bite?
You know, what you're doing right now is great. You know, it's all about the intended effect of the sauces, and I can tell that you're catching them all. You're soaking it in. You're becoming
My mouth
one
is on fire.
with the sauce. So what you're doing right now is fine.
Why are your eyes not watering and mine are watering?
I'll get there. You know, I just have lots of practice, but I'll get there.
Okay. Did you grow up eating spicy food?
No, you know, my dad was kind of a salsa purist, so there was like no mild salsa in the house. Like if we're watching a Bears game or something, like it would have to be that hot salsa. So I feel like I had a little bit of a baptism by fire, but this was all just about creating a disruptive element in the celebrity interview. I just had to like become kind of a hot sauce.
It's hard to think when your mouth is on fire. Are you from Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, where from?
So I was born in Evanston and then grew up in Crystal Lake, which
My
is a little bit
girlfriend's
further
from
northwest.
Evanston.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, do you know my girlfriend Shannon? Like as if there's like 2 people in the world of Evanston. Okay, got it. I love Chicago.
It's the best. It's the best. So when we had Kristen Bell on the show, we had her fact check Dax Shepard's interview. And then now that you're here, I think it's only right to run some of the finer points of Ashton's Hot Ones appearance off of you to get kind of an insider's perspective.
Okay, bring it.
So while preparing for Steve Jobs, he talked about getting severe back pain and a fear that he'd given himself pancreatitis because he was drinking too much carrot juice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your lasting memory of the Ashton Kutcher, Steve Jobs amalgamation?
Oh, he's downplaying it. He was so dumb. He also, I think, only ate like grapes at one point.
That fruit diet.
Yeah, it's so stupid. We ended up in the hospital twice with pancreatitis. So fact check, yes, it was really dumb.
And then the interview was almost 2 years ago to the day, and at the time he said that he'd just gotten rid of all of his trucker hats and entire wardrobe from that 70s show. Can you confirm or deny the presence of trucker hats and suede jackets in the household today?
What are you talking about? You didn't get rid of anything. You have plenty of trucker hats, and the entire 70s wardrobe is downstairs. What is this?
Shrugging and looking.
Who are you talking to?
Lies.
I'm not on camera, not here.
Lies. Why don't we dip these? You know, like the hot dog guy dips it in water and then swallows it. Why can't we dip it?
You know, there are no rules, so feel free to iterate here
I'm gonna see what this feels
on
like.
strategy.
Okay. I feel like I just took too big of a bite. You took a baby bite. That's messed up. Thank you.
I'm on it.
The other one was spicier.
That's the psychological game of Hot Ones, you know?
You think so?
We're shifting on you. It's a whole spice symphony. You don't know what's coming.
Are you
Things will
bullshitting
feel-
me right now? I
I'm
swear
not.
you're fucking with me a little
I'm
bit.
an endless well of hot sauce facts.
This one's not bad.
There we go.
Hoffs?
Hoffs.
Totally fine.
So in describing the process of working with you to design your family's LA farmhouse home, Howard Backen said, "We talked about everything from beam sizes to the details of the cross bracing to the junctures of the wood planks and concrete. Is there a detail of your home that you're particularly proud to have your fingerprints on? And then is there one that serves as a reminder that marriage is always about compromise?"
Ooh, really good question. When we were building out our island, I insisted on having a dog inlay, like built-in little dishes for the dogs and built-in food, you know, for the dogs. And so everything kind of looks beautiful and clean and nice and neat. And the dogs always have a permanent place instead of me tripping on their dog dishes or whatever. So to me, that was like one of those where I was like, I really want a built-in dog eatery. And then as far as making compromises, yes, I am 5'4" on a good day. My husband's 6'3". Our house is built for 6'3". I am at all times on tippy toes. And so I felt like that was a really good marriage compromise I made. I have ladders everywhere. I have a ladder in the closet. I have a ladder in the kitchen. I can't reach things.
Well, speaking of ladders and taking it up another rung,
Oh,
are
yeah,
you ready
good
to
one.
move on
Okay.
to the next sauce? Los Calientes here in the 4 spot, one that you're familiar with.
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for you.
All right, I'm catching up.
That's okay. I'm really proud of myself. How many
4
in?
down.
4 in.
4 in.
Look at me go. Okay.
So the Stoner Cats manifesto has a stated goal to be
Oh, yeah.
supported without having to bow to the machine of big media.
Yeah.
In what ways has the process of finding funding through the traditional Hollywood channels, in what ways do you think it's maybe jaded you a little bit over the years?
It's all of it sucks. You're constantly trying to people please. You're going in and you're being like, look at this. I swear it's really good. I promise you it's really good. And then the person sitting across from me goes, yeah, I think it's really good, but I got to talk to the guy above me. Then they go and take your information, regurgitate it to the guy above them. And then that guy goes, yeah, maybe. Let me take it to the guy above me. And then by the time that telephone game ends, the project has now been taken, washed over, transitioned. And so it's a process that just is not fun at all times. When it comes to like NFTs, it's direct. You can bring it up to the community. Be like, hey, we're gonna make either this show or this show. You decide. So on one hand, you have a lot more responsibility, but on the other hand, I don't have to go and like sell myself to other people other than my little community that we've built. I'm just reading it to see what like keywords are in there, like death, fire. Okay, you go. Oh, you did it. Oh, you're out God.
I'm on cue. Now this one,
If you tell me it's about to hit me, isn't it? Is it late? Oh, there it is. Oh, weird.
it's a step up.
I can't feel my tongue. I can feel my mouth. I can't feel my tongue. Oh, I don't like this Okay.
Well, it's all right. I got a nice long wind up for this one because Mila Kunis, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram. We do a deep dive on, I guess, Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. You have sworn off social media, but we have a workaround with the Gettys. So what we'll do is we'll show you the picture over here on the monitor. You just tell us the bigger story.
Oh, there's a monitor.
There we go. Do you have a favorite Dodger Stadium memory?
How cute we are.
Waving the flag at Game 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good one. I love the Dodgers, right? But I think that I love the idea of the Dodgers even more so than I love baseball. I grew up watching the Dodgers. I used to go with like my second dad, his name is Bill Curtis, and he used to take me to Dodger games. And when I made enough money, the one thing that I kept from the age of 9 to however old I was when I bought season tickets, I was like, one day I'm gonna buy season tickets. Like one day, that was my goal, was to just be able to take Bill to a Dodger game. That to me was like the greatest memory of all time. But then my husband and I going and taking the kids, our daughter is 7. I'm not getting emotional, I'm just getting pepper in my face. So that to me is another good one. But this was unbelievable.
Yeah, on the dugout there.
Yeah.
All right, last one for you. Can you give me one pro and one con of being neighbors with Conan O'Brien?
Oh my God, I love Conan. Other than like, he's just tall and creepy when he's just like inching it. No, I don't have a con. Conan's one of the greatest. Have you met him?
No, but I'm dying for him to do this show.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Get
him on
thank
the
you.
show. He's just Conan. There's no other secondary version. Like who he is on his shows is who he is in real life. And so often talk show hosts are like one way necessarily, and then sometimes in private they're very different. Conan is just even keel, normal family, normal life, normal human being. I love Conan O'Brien. Well, that just says ghost pepper, and I feel like we shouldn't eat that. That is good. Okay. You know what it's good for?
Yeah.
Sinuses.
Yeah, it does. It clears the sinuses a little bit. You're feeling alive, you know? It's like a...
Señor Lechuga is muy fuego.
So, for somebody who is at the ground level, to what do you attribute the resurgence of Family Guy? Like, how do you think it went from being on life support and canceled for 2 years?
The community at large felt like they had ownership in the show because they loved it so much, and they brought it back.
What do you think would surprise fans about how it was made early on when it first started on a shoestring budget?
It used to all be hand-drawn by Seth MacFarlane. So that's probably something that people, and we had nothing. We were like the poorest little like stepkids. It was very fun.
Yeah, but it always kind of seemed like that. Like when you wear many hats like that, like our set, people are like, oh, that's so genius. You can pop that up wherever. But I was like, oh, it's just because when we started, we had no money, you know?
That's how we look at Family Guy. Sometimes I walk in, I was like, look at our real offices. Like we never had offices.
Right.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, 20 years
that
later, I was like,
evolved.
look at us. Look at us with all our offices.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Super hot peppers and bitter orange. Well, I mean, that's a selling point. Okay, go. Okay, that's delicious.
Whoa! I was not expecting that.
I mean, my mouth
Yeah.
is on fire, but it's delicious.
Well, I like that you can appreciate the culinary profile here.
I can't feel my lips. I think I have a tongue in my mouth. I think it's swollen, but it is. I really like that one.
There we go.
Yeah, I really do. Well, maybe it's because I'm numb because I've burnt my mouth off, and so this one, maybe it just kind of, well, it is in there.
Right. Well, hopefully that helps you out a little bit for the next one, too. How accurately would you say
This
bad...
is a ridiculous interview. Like, and now I understand why this is so weird. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Okay.
How accurately would you say Bad Moms depicts the cutthroat internal politics of PTA meetings?
I support the moms in our PTA. But I don't think I can be one. Okay.
Friends with Benefits has a very meta rom-com. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of pokes fun of the genre throughout. Be careful, very
I'm
careful around
touching
the
with
eyes.
back
Yeah.
of my hands.
What do you think is a quality that separates a good rom-com from a mediocre one?
Ooh, that's a great question. Chemistry. I think that the two people have to like enjoy being in the same scenes together and enjoy being there. I think that it has to be relatable, it has to be aspirational, and it has to serve as a purpose other than just you need a man or you need a woman.
All right, Mila Kunis.
My mouth is on fire. This is insane. How do you keep talking?
This next one is the bomb beyond insanity.
Yeah. This is the worst joke ever. Okay, you go.
Okay.
Why are you eating so much of it? Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't. This is not funny.
Well, I know. Going through it. I'm right
What do
there
I
with
do?
you. I'm right there with you.
Can I drink ranch dressing?
Yeah, we have, whoa. Coming undone here, yeah. There you go, hitting the ranch. A first time.
Well, no. That's a bad idea. I'm going back to this.
Okay. Me too. I know how it goes.
I think you're lying.
On the topic of your World of Warcraft obsession, at what point did you realize that you were in too deep and needed to quit cold turkey?
When my agent would sign on to talk to me. Oh my God, I can't. This is impossible.
Yeah.
When does this go away?
It'll be kind of a diminishing returns thing. It has a half-life, so it'll keep getting better. Like as bad as it is now.
My heart is racing.
Is the worst that it's gonna be. What does it mean to be a frost mage?
Okay, so mage is a class, and frost mage is you throw ice instead of fire, because fire mage does fireballs and ice mage freezes you. So I was both, and I had pigtails and pink hair.
Right now, maybe it would be nice to have that sort of frost power.
God. Yeah, my name was also Captain Janeway. You know where that's from?
Yeah, I do, and it's a rather poetic segue to something that we're gonna get to here.
How did Selma Hayek do?
Salma Hayek was great.
She didn't even blink on this one, did she?
And you know what, Mila? I like how you're providing the exclusive because I think Salma's after you. I think it's after your episode.
I think this just killed my insides. This is not gonna be fun coming out. I have to keep eating?
Well, you know what? I can't.
What is wrong with you?
You don't have to do anything.
Nah, man, we're doing it.
Hell yeah.
You know how?
So this next one is Hellfire's Cranked.
I have snot coming out of my nose. Okay.
We'll just cruise. Well, there we go.
This is fucking nuts.
So on the topic of a tall house, I've read that you'll keep a secret stash of cereal out of the reach of your kids.
Yeah.
What is your Mount Rushmore of cereals? Like your top 4 cereals of all time?
Oh, Lord. This is fucking nuts. Lucky Charms. Kicks. Excuse me. Oh, like Cocoa Puffs?
There we go.
Rice.
One more.
And then like Cocoa Rice Krispies.
And then what makes the flannel cakes at Musso and Frank's
Aww.
different from just like regular pancakes?
They're super thin. Guys, I think you broke me. They're really thin. My mouth is so good. I love Musso and Frank's. They're the best. They also make really good martinis. Not like with your flannel cakes, because that would be weird.
That's, yeah.
But at nighttime. Can I have ice?
You can have whatever you want. Tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You
That's
don't
a
have
bad
to.
tradition. Who did it? Who did it first?
I believe the credit is due to Machine Gun Kelly.
Whoa.
And the legacy of that has taken us 7 years in the future to the final wing with Mila Kunis.
My hands are shaking. I'm on fire. Fuck you, Machine Gun Kelly. Fuck you and your traditions. How much you? Oh.
I just put a little, just a little bit,
I can't. I feel like my whole face is on fire. Okay, a little bit. Okay. Okay, like that. Oh, wow. Let me numb myself.
Yeah. Take your time on your schedule, Mila.
Okay. Oh!
Yep.
That's awful.
But the good news, Mila, is we've reached Hot Ones, the final frontier, a 10-wing mission to explore crazy new hot sauces, and we want to close by going boldly where no guest has gone before. We've explored the many eccentric sides of Mila Kunis, from NFTs to World of Warcraft, but I want to close with your Star Trek obsession and hit you with this question. If you were set to explore an alien planet, who would you trust most with your life? Would it be Captain Catherine Janeway or Jean-Luc Picard?
Jean-Luc Picard. I'm sorry. I love Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I love Captain Janeway, but I love Captain Jean-Luc Picard. My phone used to have a ringtone that went, Captain Jean-Luc Picard at USS Enterprise. It was like this weird, 20 years ago I found this on the internet and that was my ringtone. I love Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Patrick Stewart's hot.
Well, if Mila Kunis says it, then you know it's the truth. And look at you, Mila Kunis, coming in today, nervous, not good with spicy food, but taking on the wings of death and coming out on top. And now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Nothing's happening in my life. My life's on fire right now. Oh my God, no, thank you for having me. This was a blast. I learned a lot about that I don't really love all these hot sauces. I can't breathe. My mouth's on fire. Enjoy everything, guys. I have nothing else to say. Go get some hot sauce.
Or if you have any shows or anything.
Oh, Stoner Cats, Gimmicks, Sixth Wall, NFTs. Oh my God. I was fine. I would have been fine. This is so fucked up.
It's fucked up.
That is evil. I feel like I'm sweating and shivering all at the same time. Did you have this? I can't talk.
I had that.
Excuse me.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is Sean Evans checking in with a very exciting announcement. Hungry for More, a brand new documentary series from First We Feast, is now live on the channel. You know, this black box, it's great for grilling celebrities over scorching hot chicken wings from week to week, but outside of these walls is a whole new vanguard of chefs, restaurateurs, and do-it-yourself food hustlers who are taking comfort food to their communities and beyond. From a mom-and-pop taco shop that my boy JJ Reddick calls the best in the country, to a Bronx native taking the iconic New York chopped cheese sandwich to the streets. Without further ado, you know the drill. Colin, roll the tape!
When I had my first chopped cheese, I thought, this is amazing.
It's a sandwich that you gotta be from New York to be familiar with.
We chose to go the plant-based route. When we were gonna open this place, no one understood what we were trying to build.
My identity has always been a rule follower, and now with Eat It's, I feel like we're breaking every rule. If we're gonna make it, we have to be adaptable.
Food for me has always been sort of like a pursuit, an outlet. As a young player, my way to explore a city was to explore the restaurants.
You want to make it in the world, you got to start from your corner.
I'm just happy to showcase my food to more people, you know?
Identify all the beauty that's within the neighborhood and bring it out to the world.